Hey dudes and dudettes, here with another Path of Exile video for you, and in this video I wanted to go over upgrading flasks and enhancing flask. This is especially useful for the late game when you're going to get to the max level of flask and not upgrade to the next higher up level of it. You're going to be using these for quite some time, from around level 60 to wherever you're going to level up to, the max, or if you're the kind that gets to the 90s and then makes an alternate character. But you're going to use them for quite some time, so I wanted to show you this. First off, what you're going to need to enhance potions, well, flasks, is an orb of transmutation, some glass blowers baubles, 4 of them for per potion, per flask, and get them mixed up all the time, and some orbital alterations and orbs of augmentation. You're going to need these items, and I'm going to show you why. First off, we're going to start with a Quicksilver flask. Now, this is a secondary flask, and I already have one that gives enhanced movement speed and stuff like that, but I wanted to create another one just to show you what I'm talking about. And I will be showing you how to create one out of a hybrid, which is the same as a health or mana. It just gives both, so you'll get to see from both sides of it. First, you're going to use these glass blowers baubles to enhance its quality to 20%. Now, if they are normal white item flasks, you can enhance, each time you use a glass blowers bauble, you're going to get 5% quality, and I'll show you. Just right click the orb glass blowers bauble, and then you will left click on the potion. Ta-da, 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%. Now it's 20% increased quality. Now on these Quicksilver flasks, it ups the duration, so you'll get to run longer. Next, you're going to want to use an orb of transmutation on this to make it magic, to see if you can't get some mods. See this, 28 increased charge recovery, 26 movement speed. You're going to want to try to get a mod out of this that is useful for you. So same thing, we're going to right click the orb we want to use, the orb of transmutation, and left click on the potion, and immunity curses during flask spec, removes curses on you. So that's not bad. That's actually okay. That's pretty cool. Now, since we do not want to change that, it's only one modification, and if you only get one mod on your item here, you see it says Quicksilver Flask of Warding. It doesn't have 2 on it. So what we're going to want to do is use an Orb of Augmentation, because it adds a magic, a magic property. Enchants a magic item with a new random property. So we want a second mod on this, and magic items can have 2 mods, so can so if it's a flask and it's magic, it can still have 2 as well. So do the same, right click that and then left click this, and we'll see what we get. 10 extra charges. So you can click this 3 times. So that's an actually really nice flask. We created that without using any orbs of alteration. We got pretty lucky. This is something that totem users really want, that use the curse armor. So we created that without any trouble. So we'll be moving on to the flask, the hybrid flask for you, and it's going to be the same thing. First, you're going to start with your glass blowers baubles, and you're going to enhance it up to 20%. The reason you do this before you turn it magic is because once you turn it magic, it only enhances it 2% per bauble, and that's why I have this enhanced 2%. As you can see, that's 1 bauble on it, 2%. Once you get this 20%, you're going to, again, use the Orb of Transmutation the same exact way to make it magic. Instant recovery is not bad, but we can still add 1 more mod, so let's see what kind of mod we get with that. Dispels Burning. Now that's not too great for what I want, so I'm going to use an Orb of Alteration. Now, an Orb of Alteration reforges a magic item with a new random properties. With new random properties. Now, this is just the same as the other orbs. You're going to right click it, and then you're going to left click on the flask you want to use it on. So let's use it, and watch, it's going to change those modifications that you see. But 27 increased movement speed during flask effect. Now we can see if we want to get another mod on that to see what it looks like. 100% increased recovery when on low life. That's not something I want, so we'll switch it again. We're going to keep rolling until we get something. I don't even want that near me because I'm not a melee physical guy. So here, increases armor effect. We don't like that either. I don't like that personally, so that's not bad. That's actually pretty good. That's 30 additional elemental resistance. And see, if this is when you I should explain that first. When you use this and it has two mods, see on the end, you'll notice how it has two. Cautious, that's one of the prefixes. Hollowed Hybrid Flask of Resistance, that's one of the suffixes. So it has two on it. So these do nothing. It can only add up to two properties. It won't replace them or anything. You can see right here. And hopefully, you learned from this video and you can make your own flask and you found it informative. As always, take care, be safe, and be cool to each other.